This is a first for me, and it's pretty exciting. I have access to a product that Lancôme is debuting May 1st in stores. You can buy it online as of April 20th, but I've had it in my possession for well over a week. I've been using it. They're asking for my feedback, and so I'm excited to talk to you about it because this is a new concept in skincare, sort of piggybacking off what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago regarding the microbiome of our skin, but this is taking it one step further. I'm Michelle Fox from Michelle Fox Beauty. I've been in the beauty industry for 26 years, and it is my honor to help other women 50 and over find simple and effective solutions to their concerns regarding their skincare and makeup. And I love showcasing products that I believe in. And between you, me, and the fence post, I had never actually used a Lancôme product before. I don't know why. I've used other high-end department store brands, but this is just one that I hadn't ever tried. I had the opportunity to try it. I had very high expectations because it has a wonderful reputation, and I was not disappointed. So, like I said, you are seeing this before the rest of the world. So that is so exciting to me. And this is called their Absolute Longevity MD line. And this one is Reset. So there are three versions of this. The first one is called Anticipate, and that is for people that are just starting to see or are concerned about the possibility of seeing the signs of age. So I'm thinking 20s, 30s. Then there is Intercept, and that is to stop the aging that has already taken place, and that's late 30s, 40s. And then what I'm using is called Reset, and that is for women like 50 and above who are already seeing significant impacts on their skin from the passage of time. So one of their taglines is, "What if you could choose your age?" They are claiming that your chronological age is fixed, it is determined, but your biological age can actually be changed. So this is what they're saying. It has to do with your skin at the cellular level. And of course, I don't know what I'm talking about. My dad used to say, I don't understand all I know about it. But what I'm hearing is that where we were just talking about how the bacteria, the good bacteria on our skin has to be a certain variety and a certain amount in order to keep a healthy microbiome. That is the surface level. This is going deeper to the cellular level, and it has to do with the mitochondria in our skin. I hope I'm saying this right. People will tell me if I'm not. My understanding is that the mitochondria are sort of like our energizing cells. And over time, we have some that are losing energy and some that are totally defunct, that are serving no purpose at all. And so, what this is doing is it's removing the cells that aren't doing us any good and re energizing the cells that remain. So while these products do address the visible signs of age, fine lines and wrinkles, dullness, sagging skin, it is designed to attack it at the why level. Why is this happening? And to change things up so that our skin acts younger, acts like it did when we were younger. So I've seen that they have creams and serums for the different three lines that I told you about. I tried the Reset cream. This is something that you can use morning and evening. Like I said, I was really excited to try it because I hadn't ever tried Lancome before. The packaging is gorgeous. I was not surprised by that. It is very, very thick. I mean, this is thicker than any cream that I've ever used. I mean, it kind of is like butter. And because of that, I was concerned that it wasn't going to soak in, that I might look kind of greasy. But I have used it. Well, I used it this morning. I used it before I put my makeup on, and it has not left me shiny or anything. And so I'm using it morning and night. Even though it's so heavy, it does absorb pretty quickly, and it gives your skin a very soft, glowy look, which is awesome. There is a fragrance to it, and most high-end elite prestige products do have a fragrance, and this is very subtle and soft. It's pleasant. It's not overpowering. I have not had an issue with it, and I wasn't surprised that it had that. but that's something to keep in mind if that is something that you have an issue with. So I was looking at their website, and they have had an absolute longevity line. I think last year, 2025, they came out with a cream, but they claim that this line, the MD line, has been validated by dermatologists. So there's tons of interesting information on their website, but what I find most exhilarating is, like I said, we are, among the first to hear about it, to see it, to try it. And so that is just very exciting to me. And what I think I want your takeaway to be is that skincare is changing. The advances that we've made, sort of like, you think of the advances with AI, it boggles the mind. Skincare also, there's tons of research and development happening, and we are understanding the root cause of why our skin ages. And if you can kind of, think outside the box, that, okay, yes, time is passing. We expect to look older. We expect different things to be happening to our skin. But if we can understand and address why, like, why does our skin change as we age? Why should it? Why does it? What can we do about it? And so that is what the newest science is figuring out, is how to address this at the surface and this at the cellular level. So it's very, very exciting. It's a wonderful time to be using and trying products like these. And of course, Lancôme has a great reputation. So get on their website, but you won't see this available until the 20th, April 20th, online. You're not going to see it at Sephora or Ulta or any of the department stores until May 1st, but you will be able to order it online as of the 20th. So the first few days after this blog debuts, I will not have any shopping links for you, but I will come back in and fill that in when we actually can access it. So I'm excited about it. I can't really speak to, the long-term results because I've only been using it for about 10 days, but I can tell you that it's like, I wish you could feel my hand. It is very, very soft. Like, it seriously feels different than my other hand. And I've been noticing it takes a little while for it to totally soak in. I'm going to say like probably 3 minutes if you really want it to be soaked in before you put your foundation and continue. So I'm having to start that a little earlier than I normally would, but it's something that you get used to. It's not that big of a deal. And I really do like how my skin is looking and feeling. And I will, of course, get back to you when I, evaluate the results over time. But you bet your bottom dollar, I'm going to be using it until it's gone. So if you use Lancome and you have a favorite Lancome product, I would love to hear that in the comments. Like I said, I've always known about it, but I just haven't ever had the opportunity or chosen to take the opportunity to try their product. So I'm just very honored that I was selected to try this in advance, and I'm very, very impressed and happy with it. There is a really cool quiz that you can take on the Lancome website to find out which stage your skin is in as far as the intercept and the renew and whatever I said the other one was. And even beyond that, there's another quiz that you can take to see if maybe another line of their skincare would be more appropriate for you. So many options there. So check that out. If you've not yet subscribed to Michelle Fox Beauty, I hope that you'll take a moment and do that. And if you got something out of this video, or you thought of somebody else that might enjoy this information, give it a thumbs up, send it on its way, share it with a friend. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. In particular, what do you think about this, where we keep talking about these scientific developments? Do you feel like it's legit, or do you feel like, so they say, does it really work? I think back to where, when I first started using skincare, there were no age fighting ingredients on the market. I have seen the advancements and the improvement, and I've observed it in different trials and, before and afters. So I know that it's real. And I think the biggest thing is that you need to find something that you are comfortable with price wise, that you are going to use consistently, and then you just have to commit to it. And I can pretty much guarantee that if it's a reputable brand with age fighting ingredients, reputable age fighting ingredients, you will see a difference. And if you are looking for something to try and this sounds good to you, then I would encourage you to give it a whirl. So that's what we're talking about this week. Next week, I don't have any idea what we're going to talk about. I haven't figured it out yet. That's how I roll. So if you refer back to my written blog, I've got all the details if you're into sciencey stuff and where you can shop. There's also opportunities for you to upload some of my free resources like my Mature Beauty Bible. So be sure to check that out. So what do you think of my new background? I had a conversation with ChatGPT and we decided that it was a little too busy. So we like toned it down big time. Now I feel like it's a little bit boring, but I think good. I think good boring because your eye isn't trying to figure out where to look. My next thing is I need to get a different chair that doesn't show this back. But I really do like this chair. Oh, the trials and tribulations. Anyway, I look forward to chatting with you next week. I come back every week to talk about topics that are relevant to those of us that are menopause and beyond in terms of our skincare and cosmetics and sometimes just our frame of mind. So I hope that you'll join us next week. I will hope to see you then.